Hey guys, welcome to SimRacingPaddock. I'm William Marsh, and it is time to kick off a brand new championship. So, this is our. I'm losing track of how many SimRacing System championships we've had, but we are going to be racing the Lotus 311 in this new championship. I've been doing some testing of the car. It's an interesting beast. It's definitely more stable, a little, I wouldn't say easier to drive than the BMW M4, but I think it's going to make for some better racing. So, that is something that I am looking forward to. We did some test races in some live streams before, and I'd say it made for some good action. So, I'm excited to see how this is. And also, I decided to shake up the track roster a bit. So if we are going to look at the schedule, we can take a look. And we're doing some tracks that I haven't done as much. So we're kicking off the championship with Mugello. Mugello's a track I haven't really run at that much in SRS, so we're doing that. Also, we are going to be returning to Brands Hatch, Nürburgring, Laguna Seca, and we're going to go back to Imola, however you pronounce it, that I haven't really done much in an SRS championship, but we're going to go back to that. And then another one that I think I'm doing for the first time in SRS, Zandvoort. So Zandvoort is going to wrap up the championship, so it should be a fun event. Zandvoort, it does have quite a few passing opportunities. It has a great mix of high speed, low speed, corners, so it will be an exciting finale. But for now, we are going to focus on week one. And before we jump into the event, why not take a look at the car that we are going to be driving? So if we go into the content tab in Content Manager, we get to have this sort of profile of the Lotus 311. So, this is the successor to the Lotus 211, and this car was available in two variations, the road and race. Assetto Corsa, it has the race variant of the car, which features a 6-speed sequential gearbox, and it has 460 horsepower. That is pretty significant for a car that is, all things considered, pretty darn light at only 890 kilograms. So it is definitely a quick car. It's capable of 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. And then maximum speed is 290 kilometers an hour, not 290 miles per hour. That's Bugatti territory. But this is definitely an exciting car. So yeah, 2.9 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, 525 newton meters of torque. And yeah, this is going to be an exciting car. It does have some understeering tendencies. I'd say this could be inclined to understeer a little bit, but definitely not it doesn't really inhibit the car too much. So yeah, it's a fun car. It is definitely going to be interesting to race this out. So yeah, it's a pretty sharp torque curve, especially at the low end, which I thought this was, or is it naturally aspirated? I don't remember. No, supercharged engine. So that explains why it really does have that sharp torque curve at the lower end. That supercharger just really kicks it up. Hey, Steve, thanks for dropping by the stream. So we can just kick on the CM showroom real quick, and we can get an idea on this car. So it's pretty good looking for what I'd call a track day car. So this was designed as a track day car. I know the 211 had a GT4 race car variant, but this is not a GT4 spec car. This is just a road car in a sense. But it does have a nice, somewhat refined look to it. It has that kind of Lotus design charm. It is definitely sleek. You can tell it's designed for aero. Let's see if we have the key to get behind the wheel of the car. I'm not used to the CM showroom. I'm more used to the stock. Okay, so that shows the collider model. So the way they designed the damage model. So, yeah. You can see. So, interesting. One thing I'm realizing, I think, is this car doesn't have doors. I don't... Or this looks like just the side panel? Or it might be... I click the animation for doors, nothing comes on. So yeah, you see this right here. If I click on the door animation, so that's interesting. But hey, this is definitely a fun car. I will see how this goes. But yeah, Steve, it'll be great to see you in the next race. Should be a lot of fun. So yeah, I can shove the driver in the car. So yeah, you see the driver's in a pretty tight quarters. It's interesting seeing this sort of, I wouldn't call it a canopy, a cover for the rest of the interior of the car. I'm guessing that's just mainly for aerodynamic purposes. So yeah, it's interesting. But hey, this is going to be a pretty fun event. I think we're going to really enjoy it. Just hitting the track and everything. And yeah, I'd say this is going to be less of a setup driven series. So similar to what we had for the BMW M4, it wasn't as much as setting up the car. I mean, of course you had to adjust fuel level and I'd say, I don't know about aero, but because that was a road car, you didn't have to adjust the setup as much as, say, when I was running my DTM series or other race car series. So there's things like that, and then we have just this, which is kind of a compromise. It does have race car elements. It has the big rear wing on the back. It has aerodynamic elements on it, but you don't adjust the setup nearly as much as what you would see in other stuff. So real quick, let's take a look, and we have 20 drivers signed up for this first race of this season. This should be exciting. And we're seeing some familiar names back. Eduardo Sa, Luke Sky, Lars Herman, Michael Butler, Luis. A lot of names that I've seen in previous championship. So yeah. Okay, Steve, confirmed. It's a car with no doors, no roof, no radio, no real windshield, no power steering, and pretty much no luxury features whatsoever. AKA, it is a sports-themed Lotus car. If you think about it, the higher performance Lotus cars, they always trim out the features, and actually that's kind of more familiar than to a lot of manufacturers. Like the Porsche GT3 RS, I believe, they pull out a lot of the amenities and luxury features. Not to the extent of this, but I'd say pretty decently. So yeah. I mean, I wouldn't take this on a long road trip to Southern California. I would take it to Sonoma Raceway, though, at least. Not only does it have no mod cons, but they charge you extra for the privilege and call it a luxury car. Yep, sounds about right. And then there's also like those Lamborghinis that pull out all the stuff and charge you for the stuff that they pull out. So yeah, it's always interesting hearing about that and things like that. Reminds me of like the Top Gear days when they do the road trip episodes, and I always enjoyed Richard Hammond because he would just get the high performance car that has all the luxury features turned out, and then he would complain that he has no air conditioning and no radio or something like that. Uh, sure, the Grand Tour is an enjoyable show, but I mean, you just gotta love the older era Top Gear shows. Those just were in an entirely different level, I think. Alrighty, loading Mugello. So, I apologize in advance, guys. I'm a little sore. I mean, I've been starting to definitely make a stronger effort to get in better shape. So I've been hitting the gym, and I'm currently in that phase where the gym starts to hit back. And also, it's about 97, 98 degrees in here. Outside, it's saying 90 degrees. So, it is starting to cool off a bit. The hottest I saw today was 108 degrees, which, oh, that was slightly ridiculous. Hold on, my settings are off. I believe I have it in WRC8 mode in my SimiCube. So let's load up SimiCube. True Drive. Oh, it's in my safe profile. That's what's up. Okay. So let's go to my Assetto Corsa profile, enable high torque mode, slide to the right. There we go. Okay, now that's good. Let this guy on the right pass. But yeah, my legs are definitely sore from elliptical, bicycling, and walking. Whoa. But yeah, I was in Santa Rosa for doctor's appointment. Just checkup, guys. Don't worry, nothing really major. But it was something where I, like, literally going to my neighboring town. It was about 15 degrees hotter. But yeah, Paul, I was doing the workout yesterday, so still I'm at that stage where it takes me a longer time to recover. So let's try traction control off and see how that goes. Well, I wouldn't call it a good workout. It's just, when you don't go to the gym and work out as much, you feel it for a little while. So, yeah. Hey, Logan, thanks for dropping by, and thanks for being subbed for a while. Let me try something. Needed to minimize my window. But yeah, Logan, I think I remember your name from previous streams and stuff. I'm already at about 50% force feedback if I haven't changed anything at the moment, so yeah. I mean, I'm already going to be sweating. I mean, I'm already sweating. You can see on my 5 head. Oh, I lost it. I might want to keep traction control on 1, possibly. Well, Gary, question. Are you using a wheel, controller, keyboard? What are you using to try this out? Content manager defaulted to 200 force feedback. Ooh. Yikes. DFGT. So, the thing is, for racing simulation titles, you want to take things slow to start. Because a lot of what it comes down to for race-oriented driving, as I would call it, is feeling out the car's limits. You're trying to understand what the car can do and what it can't do. And you want to drive it like a real car. So, I don't know what other simulation title experience you have, but I'd say jumping from something like Gran Turismo to this, it's something where you do need to have that time to devote to really getting a sense of being able to understand what the car's doing and how to adapt to that. That's one of the things that also kind of makes it difficult in a simulation versus driving a real car. In a real car, you have less of the hand feelings, but more the seat of the pants. So you have that kind of other sense. But in this, you have no seat of the pants feeling unless you have a motion rig or a butt kicker. And then from there, you will need to understand what the car's doing and how to adapt. But you still have also all this information coming through the steering wheel that you need to kind of decipher and understand that you don't really get in a real life car. So yeah, getting into a sim racing title can be really overwhelming at times. But you, like Paul just said, you want to maybe try to slow down a bit. Don't go all out. Start at like 60%, move up to 80, move to 90, and then try to figure out what it is. So yeah, there's different elements, so yeah. Okay, so fuel load, we'll do 11 liters. But one of the things that's also, I'd just say, difficult from an equipment standpoint is that the gas and brake pedal on a Driving Force GT, they kind of suck. The DFGT pedals kind of suck. And I used to have a DFGT for about a year and a half. So one of the things you might want to do as well is dampen the brake curve. Because there's the brake gamma in the settings screen, and if you adjust that, then it will kind of make it a little less sensitive, which might sound counterintuitive, but it would give you a little bit of better control while braking. Alright, let's try to focus on getting a good qualifying lap. Yeah, I'm wanting to understeer out of that corner, so I gotta be careful. There we go. Let's see what we can do here. Let's catch the slipstream of this guy. Okay, swing through the corner. So with this car, one of the things I'm noticing is you do want to really try focusing on shifting the weight for this car. No! Because it is somewhat prone to understeering, and aw, man. So if you throw the weight around, it can kind of pitch the car in like that, so you don't steer as much through the corner, but kind of control the car with the pedals, almost similar to a retro Formula 1 car. But that was disappointing. Just botched that corner, and I had a good lap going. But hey, that's life, right? Alrighty. Want to make sure we get a good exit here. So roll on the throttle. Use the whole track. Okay. Gotta be careful this corner this time. Let's take it easy. Had to kind of compromise there, but I wanted to make sure to keep the car on the track. Come on, later apex. There we go. That didn't work well for me there. Alright, full house sounds good. By the way, guys, bit of shameless plug. If you are interested in or if you have more questions or things like that, I have a Discord channel. It's www.discord.me/SimRacingPaddock. Link is in the description of the stream. So if you want to take part in that, you can really find some cool people in there. That's wide. Literally 1/100th of a second off of 4th place right now. Go figure. Let's see if we can do any better. Swing the car through. There we go. One guy's wide. Well, Full House, I've been able to capture and stream video from my MacBook Pro. I'm guessing anything you have would have a more powerful processor than that. Alright, we didn't beat our best time. Let's see what we can do. Oh, it's gonna mess up my lap. That sucked. That sucked. Jurio, I did a series with that, but no one jumped on it. Alright, that was faster, but only one spot faster. I'll take it, though. Alrighty. So we're doing 154 lap times. That should be fine. Oh, it's toasty in here. Full House. That might not work too great then. Yeah, Pentium, yeah, I don't think that would be able to really stream well. Eesh. So just thinking... What am I trying to... I want to see if I can dial out some of that understeer on exit. I'm going to drop the tire pressures down a bit. Paul, basically Full House's situation is that he is looking to, I think, stream from PlayStation 4, and he's wanting to use an Elgato capture card to stream through a computer or something like that. But with a Pentium, I think that would be kind of difficult for transcoding. Hey, for a second I had a 69 ping. Alrighty. So let's try something. Just a couple clicks all around. Yeah, full house. I'd say for streaming, you'd want maybe an i5 or higher. All right. Lights about to go on. Make sure we don't jump the start this time. Decent start. Good reaction time. I mean, I'll take it. Oh, the contact leader spins. We bumper card a bit, but we're pretty much through. I'll take it. That felt a little weird. I was happy we didn't get spun around by the guy who basically punted me into that traffic jam. This is going to be a risk, turning TC off, but we'll see what happens. Oh, there's a spinner. There, that's a freebie for us. So I think we're in fourth? Maybe third. There we go, we're up in third. Got some fast cars behind us though. Oh, seconds off. We got the run. He got the line, though. Whoa! I was on the inside. Come on, man. Yeah, I mean, the issue was he was really slow. You shouldn't chop down like that on someone. But just like that, we're pretty far back now. Let's see what we can do. Full house. We'll take a look at the replay after the race, I guess. Seems like we're closing on this group ahead of us, too. So we'll see how that goes, but... Eek. Whoa, that was loose. This car's a handful without traction control. Jurio, I've done a few streams on iRacing lately. I've done, I think, 2 or 3. Oh, he's off track. There's another freebie. Yep, Jerry, you missed it. In that, I raced, Skip Barber at Zonboard. I won that race. I did a K&N series race that kind of got crazy. I forget what else, but it was mainly doing testing of this, of the SimCube 2 ahead of my review. Oh! I got caught on that edge there. That was not good! Okay, this car's a handful. That was a major yikes. So basically, you have to neuter the car or turn it into a beast. Full house, I'm not at liberty to say. Another car off the track. Alright, we're halfway through the race now, guys. Just gotta be calm, gotta be smooth. Another car off the track. Is that for position or a lap down? I have no idea. Alright. Those 3 cars ahead are for position. Let's see if anything can actually be done. Because we've caught them, but catching them's one thing. Passing's another. Come on. This track's not wide enough for the 2 of us. Oh shoot, sorry! I was trying to stay off the car ahead of me. Oh, that sucked. That sucked. Sorry. Basically got loose trying to dodge one guy and caught the other. Almost felt like a brake check. I believe the silver car is a back marker. Maybe not. hate being at the back of this pack, but just trying to figure out what I can do to maybe contend with these guys. What I recommend for motion rigs, I would say go for the ones like the D-Box style. There's the SFX 1000 system, I think, that's open source, that a lot of people like. I haven't tested out one of those myself. I believe RTA Motorsports Crash has one. And he was offering to let me test it out sometime, so I might go visit him soon. I need to talk to him about that. Hey, Jesse, how's it going? Had nowhere to go there. Well, that's a freebie. We're gonna have a lap to go, I think. Here's our chance to make a run. I'd say it's more the track that's the struggle for racing. Oh boy, this is getting dangerous. Oh, we don't have the power! Oh! Oh, that was close. Oh! Oh, we pushed. Well, Darion, the issue, I mean, it's tricky because, yeah, I'd say it's more the opponents, like, where you see the guys right in the middle of the track, and I just kept on getting blocked when I get a run going. It's, oh, it was just so frustrating. Man. Oh. But, oh my gosh, what a finish there. Whew. I mean, that was just... Man. Okay, let's watch that replay, though, because I'm curious about what exactly happened when I ended up spinning out that guy. Because it was a challenging part, because he was almost spinning. He gave up so much ground, and then just kind of dove down to try to mix or hit the apex, but the issue was I was already there. So hold on a sec. Oh, come on. Or let's see. Do we have enough replay to see what happened? So we might, or at least one of the incidents. So it wasn't this lap. Might have been this lap. No? Okay, so that's where I lost a lot of ground. Here. Oh, we're still okay. Okay, so here was, I think, where the incident happened. So, first off, thanks to Will Walker for subscribing. So, looking at this, so you see this guy, he's, or let's go here. So, he's weaving, or no, it's not him. Or let's see. Trying to figure, okay, so. So, I'm going to take responsibility for that. So, this was a tough situation because I'd say they, I mean, let's see. I was on the brakes of roughly the same time as them. Maybe a hair earlier. They got on the brakes really hard, though. That's one thing I was noticing from these two guys. So, I got on the brakes at the same time as them, and I missed this guy. So I had to slam on the brakes to dodge him, and unfortunately, it was actually more oversteer. But I had to catch the car sliding up, or no, it's more understeer. Looking at this, but yeah, basically I had to catch the car sliding up, and he was just there. I couldn't really do anything about it. So, I'm sorry to whoever it was I took out, but it was just, yeah, freak circumstance. But yeah, I mean, a little unfortunate I don't have the full replay start, so I couldn't see the first impact, but yeah, I mean, oh, we had a lot of incidents there, so that's going to really hurt us. So if we look at the standings, race results for the 311 championship down here. Mugello. So, yeah, 5 incident points. Dang. So that's 15 points taken off our championship standings because of that. But Michael Butler and Luke Sky, they also had high incident counts as well. I mean, this is a beating and banging series. Eduardo, wow. 12 incident points. Oof, indeed. 8 incident points for Armando. Scott Custer, 4. 7 for Leonardo Hassani. Martin Dupois, it's 9 incident points. Oh, Jamuri, yeah, that was a close finish. Let's look at this interval. So, between me and Wanjo, that is 21, 24, 594, 659. Some quick math in the head. That is 63 or no 65 thousandths, I think. 65 thousandths. Okay, yeah, Wanjo, that was a crazy finish. It's just like I was pushing hard, but I don't think it was my tires falling off. It's just, yeah, I couldn't catch you. But I mean, yeah, so super close finish. But yeah, so we look at the standings for the 311 championship, and I am in 8th due to all of those incident points. We have a tie for 6th, Luke Sky and Alex Gill. 5th place, Adrian with 2 A's, Burton. So yeah, next week, Brands Hatch. That is going to be very interesting because, as mentioned, you kind of have to really shift the weight of the cars or else they'll understeer. So I'm curious how this car will handle the second half of the track. But it's going to be a fun championship if this race was any indicator. But yeah, guys, I am going to sign off because it's still freaking hot at 6:46 p.m. So yeah, I'm going to chug some water, maybe have some ice cream or something, and yeah, maybe work on finishing a couple scripts. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. For SimRacingPaddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a good one.